oftentimes like, you'll have conversations about somebody who's going to become a parent for the first time or something like that. And I've had people say like, what changes? Well, a lot, but that was a main one for me, like deciding how I spend my time and recognizing the value of time. And that's been such a blessing for me in all of my life's relationships, not just my relationship with my son, but like all people around me. It's not like I've went up to him and said like, oh, like I'm treating this scenario different than I have in the past.
Right.
But I certainly am, man. I'm cognizant of how much value there is to each passing moment and how you decide to spend it. Is that representative of something that changed for you as a dad too?
Yeah, definitely. Like, is this thing worth my time right now? Or is it something that I could do later, or even something I say no to because I want to do this thing instead with my child kind of deal. So, that's been a great thing too. And it's been nice to have like a teammate such as my wife that's just like recognizing, that transition, like, oh, like it's okay for you to say no to this thing, being able to bounce ideas off her. Cause I've always kind of been like a people pleaser, like want to do as much as I can.
Yeah.
And then just being able to think about like, okay, is this going to add more stress to my life or less stress? And is it helping me be a better dad or a husband? And if it's not, then it's probably something that I don't need to necessarily do.
Yeah. So. Yeah. That's a great part about it. What else sticks out to you? 16 months in, man, it's still pretty fresh. What sticks out to you about becoming a dad?
Yeah, I would say like my favorite thing, something I even envisioned like before I was a dad, was like the pitter patter of feet on the hardwood floor. And that's one of my favorite things now that my daughter's down in like her own room and everything. And like she'll wake up in the morning kind of deal. And then she'll run down the hallway. And just hearing that was just like fills my soul so much.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, just the laughter or playing different things and seeing her like try to problem solve. She has like this thinking face she always goes to. And it's just, one of those things where you're like, I just want to capture this moment forever.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's funny how like the pitter patter brings a specific vision in my head of my son. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad I got it on camera because as they get older, I've recognized I don't take as many videos as I did when he was younger. And it's because like he reacts different to the scenario now. Like he's aware of it. He knows what's going on. So like immediately if he sees the camera come out, he's like, let me see. I want to see the video.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But like I hid the camera one day coming out of the bathroom, and I do bath time just about every day. It's one of like my tasks or duties. Mm-hmm. Like I do bath time just about every day. And it was so funny for so long because go through these phases of like little things they do for a certain amount of time. And he had a solid probably 4-month or 5-month stretch of when we would get out of the bath, he would just tear away, fling off his towel, and his little bare butt would run away. And I would tell him to yell to my wife, Mama, 1 minute warning, I'm coming. But it really was like a 1 second warning. And then he would run as fast as he could. And I'll always be able to hear the footsteps, the tick, 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 tick. Yes. And he'd yell 1 minute warning. And I got the video one day, and I know that in 20 years, that's what I'm going to look on and be like, dang, that's one of the things that makes it happen. So it's weird how, it just hearing you say that brings this vivid picture in my mind. And I think that's what embodies becoming a parent is. There's really no way to describe it.
Right.
It's just, it moves you like nothing else in life has.
Yeah. I find myself like crying at more movies now than I have before. And I was like, I wasn't like this before. Like my wife was like, I've seen you cry like once before we had a child. And now it's like, we're watching like a sad Disney movie or something. It was like The Fox and the Hound. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know. Stuff hits you different. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's one of the things that changes too. It puts you like, I don't know if a character's going through something where like they have a child or something involved and you're like, oh, I feel that as a parent now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.